Well, we have another day where crypto is headed into the red direction. I want to talk Cardano right now because if we do see a little reversal here and we talk about Cardano hitting all-time highs, well, let's look back at 2021, the previous cycle, and how high Cardano's price could hit if we do pump 50% of what we've seen back in 2021. Let me give you guys my thoughts right now in this video. I appreciate you all tuning in, as always, each and every day for my Cardano content. My name is Mark. For those of you that do not know, welcome to my channel. And if you have not yet hit that like button, please do throw those thumbs up and be sure to subscribe down below and also turn on that notification bell as we do post crypto news and information each and every single day. Okay, so let's hit what we have going on. First thing we are going to look at, though, and why not, this is a sea of red as we talk about the overall market. And one thing I will tell you guys, as we look at Cardano right now, 71 cents on the board. So I know, guys, it is a red day. We're down another 2%, but for all intents and purposes, it's something where it's still not 50, still not 60 cents Cardano. And the narrative for crypto is still robust as we look at kind of the momentum that we have had as we look back over the past month. Still positive over the last 30 days where Cardano was a 92 cents crypto. So just putting that all into consideration, it's not financial advice. I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell crypto. But we're talking about a asset, right, that right now is at 71 cents. And just within the last 30 days, we were trading at 92 cents, okay? So keep that in mind. I think there's a lot of room for Cardano to get back to $1. I don't have that crystal ball. I will tell you, though, that with what they're building and what's coming about in August, I think that we will get a very bullish day once that live stream does occur. If we get positive news from that announcement as they break down the audit from the misappropriation of funds, I think that's kind of one of the little swing trade opportunities that we will have coming about in August. So keep that in mind. For me and what I'm doing with Cardano, it's a long-term hold. We'll see what happens, but we'll give you the news each and every single day and get you guys on your way. All right. If you are doing crypto trading and you have not used BTCC, I do encourage you to check out the link down below. That's where you will find a promo for 10% bonus on your first time deposit. Also, 40% lower trading fees, trusted over 14 years in the space, no VPN KYC necessary. So if you want to make the switch and start trading on a new exchange, click that link. You will get that promotional code automatically applied. Start trading today on BTCC. Okay, so back into it. Let's talk about kind of what we're looking at, okay? As Cardano has been in the red, we talked about kind of the weekly losses. And since the start of August, we have seen 3.78% down since those first 2 days as we look at it today. And that's where we've fallen from that 83 cents price that we have seen back there on this Monday of this week, of the past week. However, as we look into the previous performance of ADA in the last cycle, okay, this is something where we've looked into the ending of the bull market, okay, back in 2022. We did see pretty much a 81% drop as Cardano has grown 141% from around 24 cents all the way up to 59. And then here we are trading, guys. Like I said, we're still above 70 cents. Okay. So it's not all doom and gloom. We are still trading on positive sentiment. It's just right now, it's just not giving us those instant gratification returns that we are looking for in the space, where every day we turn on the news, we open up our websites and we check our apps and our wallets, and we do see Cardano's up trading into the green. Okay. A couple things that we are looking at, and this is courtesy of Ollie Martinez, highlighting that on August 1st, we have formed a very similar price structure to what we have seen last cycle, okay? This is something where as you look into the potential for an explosive price development, for perspective, as we reached $1.35 back in 2018, Cardano made lower lows and lower highs as we looked at that the Fibonacci level at the 0.18 level, okay? But when we did reach that bottom, this is where Cardano found support. Now, as we look at it today, Cardano has regained a lot of bullish momentum, and that is what has allowed them to break upon that range to new highs. Now, as we've seen this, that's something where the momentum continued to its current all-time high back in 2021, okay? Now, very similar to that, this is where we have seen Cardano retrace considerably into a range that we saw back in 2018 and 2020, okay? This is kind of where we've seen Cardano ranging within this channel since early 2022, as we did see an unsustainable breakout back in December of 2024 as Cardano rallied to $1.32. All right, so this is kind of where we look into it as we look at kind of if we just hit 50% of what we did back in 2021. This is where you look into Cardano rallying 3,000% from last cycle. Okay, that's where it added to the all-time high price of $3.16, where Cardano went basically up $2.82 in just a very short window. Now, I had this conversation yesterday with a lot of people in the space, and we're just kind of talking about, will we see that 2021 bull cycle ever again? If we do get it, what will it look like? Will we know it's coming? Will we see it coming? And it was very interesting, the comments that I think a lot of people kind of added to that discussion, and just how that cycle will be different from what we're going to have in 2025. Now, this is something where if we do mirror this price growth, it's a very bullish scenario for Cardano. If we just have 50% of that growth, okay, this is where the Cardano chart would rally about 1,475%. Adding $9.54 to its current price of 71 cents, where Cardano would hit an all-time high of $10.25, just if we hit 50% of that pump we got back in the previous cycle, okay? So that's kind of what we look into as a Cardano price prediction. For me personally, guys, I've always bought Cardano with the expectation that we are looking at a $9 to $12 asset in our lifetimes, okay? And I know a lot of you guys are saying, okay, well, if you have to hold Cardano for 10 years, there's way better outlets in there, not just in digital assets, but traditional assets to find those gains. And I understand that, okay? But I have conviction in what Hoskinson's doing. I believe in ADA in the form of an ecosystem. And it just is one of the cryptos that I do have conviction in because I think that their approach is a little bit different than other cryptos in the space. And that's what's attracted to them in the first place, okay? So I wanted to share with you some of my comments and thought. Please leave a comment down below in regards to my commentary in this discussion. I'm very curious to hear what you guys are doing and your thoughts on the matter. And do you think that we can hit 50% of the pump we saw in 2021? All right, so leave me a comment down below. I appreciate you guys all tuning in as always. And if you haven't done so by now, hit that like button. Please subscribe down below. Also be sure to check out BTCC on your way out. If you want to get signed up and start trading on that platform, links are in the description, okay? Leave you with that. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.